Hello everyone. In this video, I will be sharing another FDA New Drug Approval updates. In April 2025, the US FDA approved 3 novel chemical entity drugs. One is an oral small molecule agent for treating proteinuria, and the other 2 are RV injectable monoclonal antibodies for immunotherapy related to cancer and autoimmune disease. Now, let's dive into each medication in more detail. Atrasentan, brand name VANRAFIA. This medication was approved by the US FDA on April 3, 2025, and indicated to reduce proteinuria in adults with primary immunoglobulin A nephropathy IgAN at risk of rapid disease progression, generally a urine protein to creatinine ratio UPCR greater than or equal to 1.5 gram per gram. This medication is available as tablets. The strength is 0.75 milligram. Recommended dosing for this medication, 0.75 milligram orally once daily with or without food. This medication carries a US box warning, embryo fetal toxicity. Based on animal reproduction studies, this medication may cause major birth defects if taken during pregnancy. If we look at the drug chemistry, this is a small molecule. Contains a pyridine ring in the middle heterocyclic ring system, and then there are 3 chiral centers within the drug molecule with 2R, 3R, and 4S stereochemistry. In addition, this drug molecule contains a carboxylic acid structural motif along with the benzyl dioxazole heterocyclic ring system. The molecular weight for this medication 510.6 gram per mole. Hydrogen bond acceptor 8. Hydrogen bond acceptor refers to the number of oxygen and nitrogen within the drug molecule. Hydrogen bond donor is 1. Hydrogen bond donor refers to the number of hydroxy and NH groups within the drug molecule. Log P 5.79. The more lipophilic, the higher log P. So therefore, this log P is over 5. This is pretty lipophilic drug molecule. Polar surface area 89 square angstrom. This medication is available as a salt form, hydrochloride as a salt form. Mechanistically, this medication works as a potent and selective endothelin ETA receptor antagonist. This endothelin 1 is a very potent vasoconstrictor. It's thought to contribute to pathogenesis of immunoglobulin A nephropathy. So therefore, by blocking this ETA receptor, so this would lowering the glomerular damage and reduce proteinuria. Again, this is a small molecule. It's potent. It's 34 picomolar, the binding affinity for the receptor. Also, this is very selective. It's 1800-fold more selective relative to ETB receptor subtype. Pharmacokinetically, the Tmax is about 30 minutes, 0.5 hour. Volume of distribution at steady states, 1,180 liter. Protein binding, over 99%. Metabolism by CYP3A enzyme, as well as UGT. UGT, that's the uridine 5' diphenhydroglycanosyl transferase. Half-life, 24 to 41 hours. Excretion in the urine, less than 4% as metabolites. In the feces, 86%, but 5.5% as parent drug molecule. Drug-drug interactions. Given this drug molecule is metabolized by CYP3A enzyme, so therefore, if we look at the strong or moderate CYP3A inducers, if they take these two medications together, inducer and atrasentan, so this would lower the drug exposure for atrasentan. So therefore, avoid concomitant use. In addition, for OATP1B1, 1B3, that's organic A9 transporting polypeptides, 1B1, 1B3 inhibitors, avoid concomitant use as well. The reason for that, because atrasentan is OATP1B1, 1B3 substrate. Therefore, for patients, if they take atrasentan with OATP1B1, 1B3 inhibitors, this would increase the drug exposure for atrasentan. So this can lead to unwanted side effects. Contraindications: pregnancy, hypersensitivity, adverse effects greater than or equal to 5%, peripheral edema, and anemia. PENPULIMAB. This medication was approved by the US FDA on April 23, 2025, and indicated in combination with either cisplatin or carboplatin and gemcitabine for the first-line treatment for adults with recurrent or metastatic non-keratinizing nasopharyngeal carcinoma, NPC, as a single agent for treating metastatic non-keratinizing NPC with disease progression on or after platinum-based chemotherapy and at least one other prior line of therapy. This medication, if we look at the dosage forms, it's available as 100 mg per 10 milliliter solution in a single dose vial. It's given by RV injection. Recommended dosage: combination therapy, 200 mg RV infusion over 60 minutes every 3 weeks. For single agent therapy, 200 mg RV infusion over 6 minutes every 2 weeks. As you can see, this is a monoclonal antibody. The molecular weight is about 150 kilodalton. Therefore, compared to small molecule, this is a monoclonal antibody, larger macromolecule protein. So therefore, the unopened vials need to be stored refrigerated 2 to 8 Celsius, 36 to 46 Fahrenheit. Do not freeze. Do not shake. Mechanistically, this medication works as a programmed death receptor 1 PD-1 blocking antibody. This will increase the T-cell proliferation and cytokine production, increase anti-tumor immune response, therefore lowering the tumor growth. Pharmacokinetically, volume of distribution 10 liter, half-life 32 days, metabolism. This monoclonal antibody will be metabolized into small peptides and amino acid via catabolism. Adverse effects greater than or equal to 20%. In the case of combination therapy, nausea, vomiting, hypothyroidism, constipation, decreased appetite, decreased weight, cough, COVID-19 infection, fatigue, rash, and pyrexia, that's increased body temperature and fever. In the case of single agent therapy, anemia and hypothyroidism. Currently, there's no contraindications listed on the prescribing information. Nipocalimab, brand name IMAAVY. This medication was approved by the US FDA on April 29, 2025, and indicated to treat generalized myasthenia gravis in adults and pediatric patients aged 12 years and older with positive anti-acetylcholine receptor AChR or anti-muscle-specific tyrosine kinase MuSK antibody. This medication, the dosage forms is available 300 mg per 1.62 ml or 1,200 mg per 6.5 milliliter in a single-dosed vial. This is a monoclonal antibody ending with MAB, so it's given by IV injection. Recommended dosing for this medication is based on weights, patient weight-based dosing. Initial dose 30 mg per kilogram IV infusion over at least 30 minutes. After 2 weeks, the maintenance dosing is 15 mg per kilogram IV infusion over at least 15 minutes every 2 weeks. Again, as mentioned, this is a monoclonal antibody, biologics. Therefore, the vial, the unopened vial, needed to be stored refrigerated 2 to 8 Celsius, which is 36 to 46 Fahrenheit. Do not freeze, do not shake. Mechanistically, this human IgG1 antibody works as a neonatal Fc receptor, FcRn blocker. This will lower circulating IgG levels, including the harmful IgG autoantibodies, one of the root causes for gMG. Pharmacokinetically, volume of distribution 2.67 liter, half-life 29.3 hours, metabolism into small peptides and amino acid via catabolism. Drug-drug interactions. Monitor closely for reduced effectiveness of medications that bind to human FcRn. If needed, consider discontinuing IMAAVY and use alternative therapy. Contraindications. Patients with a history of serious hypersensitivity reaction to IMAAVY or any gradients within the drug products. Adverse effects greater than or equal to 10%, respiratory tract infections, peripheral edema, and muscle spasm. This is all the key reference which I have used to prepare for today's video. The FDA Novel Drug Approval for 2025 is a very valuable resource. All the drug information which are presented today are pretty much based on the prescribing information. Finally, I would like to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing for future medication video updates. As always, keep learning and elevating. Thank you so much.